Okay, we are here after a 3-0 victory over Barton College with McKay, Alex, and Seva. We'll hear some opening statements from McKay, and then we'll ask some questions.
Yeah, thank you. First off, this weekend was huge for the entire program. It gave us all, the ability to show how deep our team really is. And you got to see some faces that we see every single day in practice doing the things they do, but maybe we haven't seen on this stage as much as they'd like to. Obviously, some guys who carry the load for us on a weekly basis got to rest their legs. So this helps strengthen our team for the long run going into the season. I want to give a shout out to obviously these two guys next to me, doing a great job on the left side. When both your outsides are hitting around 700, you're probably having a good night. A couple other guys though, Connor Bloom, who spent the last 3 weeks out with mono. Shout out to him going and doing like he hadn't skipped a beat, like he had been practicing the whole time, right? And that was great for us. Yeah, we'll open up some questions.
Maggie, so I'll start with the most recent thing that happened after beating a team 5 sets in a row, with not a ton of them being close and contested at the end. That final set of today, obviously they were up 16-14 midway through. First, I just want to ask, first for you, what were you guys struggling with in the beginning, and how you were able to bounce back from that?
Well, you got to give credit to Barton, first of all, right? They didn't come all the way across the country just to sit down, right, and give us 6 sets in a row. They fought in every single set, not just that one. To us, it came down to execution in that set, right? We kind of ended our own serving runs, letting them off the hook and side out, and then they served a little bit better than they had, but we could have handled with a little bit better prep. Right, I thought it was very good the way we stayed composed, even when they gained a lead, maybe their first lead of the weekend. Our guys stayed composed, made some adjustments, and were able to change the momentum going into the end of that set. So first, you got to give credit to them, and they came a long way out here. Now they're going to go make a run in their conference, and hopefully, if they compete like that, the way they did on defense and stuff, they can make a good effort there. Yeah.
For Seva, you were obviously one of the leading scorers tonight in general, but that third set was where you kind of took over, had the score I think to go up 20 to go to 23. Then you had the ace, obviously, to finish it. Can you just take me through your feelings when being pushed by a team that you've been beating for the last 2 nights?
Yeah, I mean, Barton played really well both yesterday and today, and we kind of let go off the pedal a little bit in that third set, but we took time out and regrouped, and we were just ready to go.
Very candid here. I just want to ask, obviously, the theme of this doubleheader was kind of, like you said, getting in other guys involved and seeing different faces. What is it like playing, kind of playing in a game where you're doing, I'm sure you're on rotations that you're not normally used to. Just what was that like?
It was really good. Like the experience to play in the pyramid, it's really wonderful. And I'm just grateful for the chance the coaches are giving me to show what I got.
So last week, of course, or on Thursday, we had the sweep over GCU. Just going in, I know you have a week off here, and then
That's right.
Northridge is going to be 12th, I believe, in the country right now.
Yep.
How do you feel like this doubleheader prepares you guys going forward into Big West play coming up?
Well, this playing 3 matches in a row prepares us for pretty much the format that we're going to see in the Big West. For the most part of the conference, most of our matches are going to be a home and away, and they're going to be back-to-back nights. So us being able to play 3 matches in a row and then also broaden the base of who can play on any given night, that helps us in those back-to-back matches in the best conference in the country. Right? Every single team, you got 3 of the top 4, right? And then every single team in the conference is in the top 15 in the country. So there's no easy nights in our conference, and the way it's set up, you got to be able to play 2 nights in a row, one at home, one on the road. So this helps us if, let's say, someone's having an off night, or it's good one night, not the next, or it's just legs. You need fresh legs in there. We got some more experience for some guys that'll be ready when they get their number called, and they proved that this weekend.
How do you manage the dynamics of the guys who stepped in this doubleheader, going back kind of to their typical playing time going forward, and how you handle that, and like how does that change maybe playing time going forward?
Well, it all starts from the top, and that's the culture that Coach Knipe has been able to put here for us. And for these guys, it's part of what they signed up for, right? There's a lot of places in the country they could go in and start right away, right? But I think a credit to them and their competitive desire to be in one of the best programs in the country, understanding that what's really going to make them great is pushing and fighting for their spot every single day when some of the practice drills that we have are better than matches you'll see on the weekends.
Absolutely. And then finally, you got to ask, the Moni had like 3 straight service aces in the second set. What is it like when you just have a weapon you can rely on where when he's up in rotation to serve, it's just like automatic for you guys?
Well, there's a saying that goes around our locker room all the time. It must be nice. And that's kind of how you feel sometimes when he goes on those runs. But the key is not relying on him to make one of those runs. It's preparing ultimately on your side that, okay, he's probably going to get us in a good situation when he goes behind the end line. So we're a little more dialed in for overpasses. We're a little more dialed in to be great with our out-of-system blocking and defense. And we're going to savor those opportunities to keep him back there as many times as possible. And luckily, it's not just him. I mean, you saw as a team, right, we got 14 total aces tonight, right? There's a lot of guys who can do that from behind the end line, and I think that's one of our strongest advantages going to the year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Enjoy the week off.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.